Hello and a warm welcome to St Albans College. It's on this campus that people of all ages come to study very many different subjects, anything from O and A levels to telecommunications engineering, keeping fit and lip reading. During the course of the day I hope to look at very many different aspects of college life. And firstly, a few words about the history of the college. In the late 50s there were two large Victorian houses which actually made up the college itself, and these were demolished. And the actual phoenix which rose from those ashes is today the symbol for St Albans College of Further Education. After 1961 the new complex was erected, and it's this complex which we're actually in today. Now the last open day was held in 1974, and the then principal, Mr Helmore, said that the point of having an open day was to give the public the opportunity to come and have a look around the college and see the work that actually took place. Well, that's what we're here for today in 1986, except that today, this year, is also Industry Year 1986, and later on we'll be finding out what the role of a college is in Industry Year. I'm now in the main hall where there are many stands of people, well, different companies from all over Hertfordshire displaying electronics, avionics, and I'm now standing outside the Monarch Britannia stall. Both of these airlines are situated in Luton. I'm with two gentlemen now, Bill Wilson from Monarch Airlines and Al Wells from Britannia Airlines. Good afternoon. Now then, what planes do your companies actually run?
Well, both ours, we operate charter airlines and we fly Boeing aircraft.
That's like the one we have here, isn't it?
That's right. On your left then you have a Monarch 757. This is the latest generation of aeroplane that's come out, and we now operate the slightly larger version of this called a 767, and we also operate the earlier aeroplanes called 737s, which are of a smaller capacity.
Right. Yeah. Both your companies actually send apprentices here to the college to study courses. What sort of courses are actually run here at college that you send your apprentices to?
Well, St Albans do run a specialist course, the BTEC A9 course, which is Aerospace Studies.
So it will be people who are building the equipment that's installed into the planes?
No, not building it, maintaining it. There's a subtle difference really between a production and maintenance.
Right. So what sort of age are the people who you recruit then?
We recruit between school leavers at 16 and approximately 18 years old.
And what sort of qualifications are you looking for?
Basically a good secondary education, although we're tending towards the GCE level in mathematics, English, language, physics, the science subjects.
It's O-level?
At O-level. Although I think what we're looking for is a motivation rather than a particular piece of paper.
So a lot actually counts on the interview then?
Absolutely.
Right, just finally then, can I ask you who people have to contact if they want to actually become a trainee?
Yes, for Monarch Airlines it should be myself, Bill Wilson, training officer, and for Britannia Airways.
Normally writing to the personnel office.
I'm now across the other side of the hall at the British Aerospace stand. Now this is just the British Aerospace from Hatfield, is that right?
This is just from Hatfield, yes.
And you're Mr Farrow, the training
officer.
Right, what sort of training schemes does British Aerospace run?
We run quite a lot of training for potential apprentices, from craft, dealing with work on the shop floors, to technicians, dealing with, as it suggests, technical problems within the company, technical disciplines, and then to undergrads doing the same sort of thing but higher up the scale, going to university or polytechnics.
Right, so what age are apprentices when they normally join you?
The lowest age would be about 16, and they would be craft apprentices joining us to work on the shop floors after a year's training in the training school.
Thank you very much indeed for talking to me today.
Right, well I've only talked there about the craft apprenticeships.
And
do you want to go on?
No.
Because I can go on for a long, long time.
We've got quite a lot of people to see today.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed for talking to me.
All right.
I'm now going to speak to Brian Ladford, who's the electronics instructor for Marconi Instruments in St Albans. Hello.
Good afternoon.
What products do Marconi actually produce?
Well, we make a wide range of electronic test equipment, which is state-of-the-art equipment.
Is it actually an offspring of Marconi who originally invented was it television or radio?
Yes, we come under that Marconi. Marconi comes under a parent company of GEC, which is a very large concern.
So if someone is interested in applying for an apprenticeship in the firm, who can they contact?
Well, in the first case, they can contact the training department at Marconi Instruments, and they will advise them what subjects they will need to have studied before they even apply.
Brian Ludford, thank you very much indeed for talking to me.
Thank you.
I'm now going to go over to the careers stand, just to the left of me, to talk to the careers officer from Hertfordshire County Council. Can you just tell us a little bit about the careers service in Hertfordshire?
Yes, I'd be pleased to. The careers service is in fact part of education, the same as the colleges. We're an independent department within education, and we have a very wide brief to serve the careers needs of all of the pupils in all of the schools, as well as the students in colleges such as this and the specialist colleges and also the Polytechnic. So we have a very broad brief.
Is that on every level, from YTS to, say, degree graduates and that sort of thing?
Yes, that's right. Careers officers have different titles according to the role that they're playing, and perhaps this is the appropriate time to mention that.
How would you help someone who hadn't the foggiest idea what they wanted to do?
Well, naturally people do come to us that have got some idea or no idea, or perhaps they've got very clear ideas but just have an information need. So all types of people come to us with all types of problems, from the absolutely no idea to dead set ideas but not quite sure how to find their way through perhaps a rather tortuous route of academic qualifications and training.
Although there is actually a small careers library within the library here at college, how can people contact you at the City Careers Office?
Yes, the college library certainly has a fairly good supply of information. We maintain a good, well-stocked library at the Careers Office headquarters in the Civic Centre, St Albans.
Jim Potterill, thank you very much for talking to me today.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.